Well, part of the dirty 30s with the Dust Bowl and the intensely hot summers. June 1933, just like June of 34, intense heat wave. And on this date in 33, it's the third day well into the 90s, pushing 100. And from June 6th through the 12th in the viewing area, we had 100 or greater somewhere. And the peak numbers during that period, 105 at Rensselaer and Logansport. We were as high as 103 at Delphi and the Purdue Agronomy Farm. West of town, 101 degrees during that heat wave. Tonight, it's a little warmer here. We got a few high thin clouds coming in. But this front, which is pretty active with storms out in Kansas, and it was earlier in northern Missouri, will play a big factor in our weather for several days to come. It will kind of move into our area tomorrow, may pop an isolated thunder shower, a few storms Friday, and then perhaps a few clusters of more organized storms from time to time all the way to early next week. And it's going to wobble back and forth. So isolated thunder showers tomorrow afternoon, only about 20% coverage, but some scattered storms Friday and perhaps even Saturday. And then perhaps an organized complex of showers and storms late Sunday. And there could even be a few severe storms on Sunday. And I'm toying with the notion of putting at least an isolated severe threat in here for Friday before we get a few more rounds of storms early next week. After 55 to 60 in the morning, we'll be in the 80s tomorrow afternoon, 82 Winamac to 86 at Covington, 85 at Lafayette. And on Friday, with the front kind of cutting the area in half, we'll be in the 70s in the northern part of the area, but Fowler to Lafayette southward, 80 or better, 79 Delphi, but 86 Lafayette, and some places south of 74 in Fountain and Montgomery counties could see 90 degrees. And again, with that kind of heating and that kind of boundary, that's what we've got to watch for possibly an isolated severe threat on Friday. Now, this is early tomorrow morning, a few clouds around. Again, notice these few little spots. There may be an isolated little thunder shower or two tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Then even a few may linger into tomorrow night. That's 8:30, and perhaps one or two even into very early Friday morning. The front is all right across the area on Friday afternoon. And notice what happens. Some storms pop on that front. And with it getting so warm and unstable in the southern half of the area, I'm going to watch this zone when I may have to add that isolated severe threat Friday afternoon, Friday evening. Then they tend to fade away somewhat. And then the front may sink a little farther southward for a while Saturday, but I think it may tend to try to work back north. So I'm still got to keep the potential of a few storms on Saturday. So Thursday through Saturday, organized severe threat to our west and southwest, isolated here Friday, perhaps a little more organized severe weather threat, some scattered severe gusts here on Sunday. So it's a fairly active forecast. It's not going to rain the entire time, but there will be episodes of showers and storms over several days with that front hanging around, with highs in the 80s, lows in the 60s, and then we get the front well south of us on Wednesday, 76, cooler, less humid, but there are signs that may move back north by the very end of next week, and that may bring more storms, high heat, high humidity, temps pushing 90.
Whew.
Yeah.
I like 80s. I don't know that I'm
Yes.
quite ready for 90s.
Sure.
All right, thanks, Chad. Sports-wise, it's been a lot of fun to